Hey mathematicians, welcome back. In today's lesson, we're going to learn how to multiply whole numbers using the area model. We started doing this using base 10 blocks, and that's our concrete representation. Then we're going to connect that to the area model, which we can draw. That's going to be our pictorial representation. By the end of this video, you'll see how the two models work together to make multiplication make sense. So what is the area model? The area model is a way to show multiplication by breaking numbers apart using place value. Each section or part of the rectangle represents a smaller multiplication problem. When we find the area of each part of the rectangle and then add them up, we find the total product. We did this with base 10 blocks so we could see what was happening. Our first problem is 23 times 14. We can think of 23 as 20 plus 3, and we can think of 14 as 10 plus 4. In the top left corner, I have built a rectangle, and across the top, I have 23 represented by 10 rod and a 10 rod, that's 20, and then 3 unit cubes, which is 3, so that gives me 23. And on the side, I have 1 10 rod and 4 single units, which is 14. When I multiply with my base 10 blocks, I end up with 100 plus 100 plus 30 plus 40 plus 40 plus 12. If I add them all up, I get 322. So how can I show the same thing using the area model? What I want to do is I want to draw a box like the one that's on the screen, and I want to know that 23 is the same as 20 plus 3. And down the side, I know that 14 is 10 plus 4. Now all I want to do is I want to find out the area of all these little boxes inside my rectangle. This first rectangle has 20 times 10. Well, 20 times 10 is 200. 10 times 3 is going to give me 30. 4 times 20 is going to give me 80. And then 4 times 3 is going to give me 12. And what I want to do is I want to add all of these boxes up. So that's going to give me 200 plus 80 plus 30 plus 12. If I add up all my ones place, I have 2. If I add up my tens, I get 80 plus 30, which is 111, plus 10 is 120. If I add up all my hundreds, I have 200. So 2 plus 120 plus 200 is going to give me 322. This is how the area model helps us see the parts of multiplication before we just write the numbers down. So let's try a larger example, and this one is 312 times 24. Because I'm dealing with a 3-digit number, I'm going to need 3 columns instead of 2, so I need to make my box match my problem. If you look in the top left, I have the concrete representation, which just by looking at it, you can tell this does not look like fun to build. So this is why the area model is so useful. So looking at the top, I want to put my 312. Well, 312 is 300 plus 10 plus 2, and my 24 is 20 plus 4. Now I just want to find the area of all these little boxes here. So 300 times 20 is going to give me 6,000. 20 times 10 is going to give me 200. 20 times 2 is going to give me 40. 4 times 300 is 1,200. 4 times 10 is 40. And then 2 times 4 is 8. If I were to add all these boxes up, I would get 7,000 because I have 6,000 plus the 1,000 from my 1,200. Then I have the 200 left over plus my 200 is going to give me 400. 40 plus 40 is 80, and then my 8 left over. So here you can see how the area model helps organize our work and make sure that we multiply each part correctly. We just have to make sure we add up each part correctly too. So great job today, mathematicians. Today you learned how to multiply whole numbers using the area model and how that connects to the base 10 blocks. Remember to draw a rectangle and partition it appropriate to the numbers that you're multiplying. Then you want to break up each number apart into its individual place values. So 23 becomes 20 plus 3, 15 becomes 10 plus 5, and then you want to find the area of each box or multiply each part. And finally, we just want to add those values together to get our total product. These steps help you understand why multiplication works, not just how to do it. So keep practicing and soon we'll be able to multiply any size numbers with confidence. See you next time.